Did it already. And we are live
all the time.
Yeah, like that Dark Phoenix skin in Fortnite is something. It's something else. I bet you any money, Lewis has already got it.
Rob bought 3 copies.
I would gift it to you, but now I will not. Yeah, seriously,
all right, guys.
That's like the modern day warrant cherry pie. Like it's, yeah. Like, why, hello, Dark Phoenix in Fortnite.
It doesn't look that good. It just looks like Dark Phoenix.
Wow,
all right, guys,
Scott with the chirping.
Already all over it. All right, guys. So I pitched something about a minute ago about how we're going to try to do. We're
talking about the Fortnite skin.
I didn't look at the Fortnite skin yet, so I can't be doing that. Let's try to see how many one-liners we can come up with this headline. And then run the intro every time, and we'll see what we can come up with.
You just ruined the joke by essentially explaining what you're going to do.
Yeah, why not?
I'm going to set up on stage, and I'm going to tell you jokes, and you guys are going to laugh. And when you laugh, I may or may not react to your jokes.
There, okay. So, guys, People Magazine revealed its Sexiest Man Alive this week. Who do you guys think it is?
Is Shawn Michaels making a comeback?
Shawn.
No, I think it's one pink-haired doctor that hangs out in Illinois.
That one I didn't really understand.
Shout out to Scott.
Yeah, so surprise, it's actually Paul Rudd, if you remember him.
Yes, Ant-Man.
Ant-Man?
Clueless. What are you talking about?
Mike from Friends?
From Friends?
He does
what was his last name?
He does have
what was
a
his
movie
last name in
coming
Friends?
out.
Oh, his name was Mike.
I know what it is. So, anyone else?
Hannigan?
I think it's Flanagan. Mike Flanagan.
No, it was Hannigan. It wasn't Flanagan. It was.
Is it Hannigan?
Now I gotta check. You guys are. John's like, yo, I know this. And
see, it's a good thing Rob is such a nerd that he has to know now. He previously did not care.
Wrong.
But now he has to know either to prove me wrong or just for his own self-knowledge that he has to know this piece of dumb trivia.
Wait, what did you say, John?
I say it's Flanagan with an F.
And Pat, you said?
And Chris said Hannigan.
Chris was right.
I said Hannigan, yeah.
Yeah, you were both right. John is sitting throwing his bona fides on the table going, I know this. You guys don't know shit. And John is wrong.
There you go.
Okay, well, John Yo is also wrong.
Now I have to check to make sure Rob's not effing with us.
So Paul Rudd has a movie and I think a show coming out, and it seems a bit convenient this time. And can this award be bought, you guys think?
Who gives a shit? It's a People Magazine.
Again, how much is it?
Yeah, exactly.
How much is it? People Magazine, Sexiest Man Alive. Put it on your resume.
I'm gonna be like the Flash. I'm gonna be like the Flash and Zack Snyder's penny quarter. Yeah, like how much do you owe me?
It's based on what movies they have going on as part of the cross promotion.
That's
like
true.
Look at the previous winners. It was like a bunch of the Chris's. When they were doing their own like Marvel movies,
yeah, each
Michael
of the Marvel
Jordan,
Chris's, yeah, probably
whoever it is currently has
guy who played James Bond, probably.
Daniel Craig probably won it.
Daniel Craig probably won it. Yeah.
I don't think he has.
All right, so enough talk about sexy guys. Let's get right into the show. Thanks, everybody. All right, guys, Thank you for joining us. Welcome to What I Miss, our weekly news show where we scour the internet far and wide to find the news that should matter to you and present them to our panel for their extremely hot takes. I'm your host, Chris. We have our producer / picture guy, Pat.
Guys podcast.
I love it.
Let's do it.
And we have our completing our panel is our co-hosts of the Sidekick Show, John and Rob. What's up, guys?
What's up? What's going on?
All right, let's start this.
I just want to show you my new mug that I actually have.
Yeah,
I didn't want to use my
you decided to retire the Captain Marvel mug?
Yeah.
This one is Batman mug from Australia.
Oh,
From
very cool.
Australia.
Yeah, there's a Warner Brothers thing there, Movie World, like Warner Brothers Movie World on the Gold Coast. You see that?
Yeah.
No, there's too much glare.
No, there's not. I can see it right there.
Yeah, you dick. Australia.
See, Rob just doesn't want to admit that he can't see it.
No, of course I can
Gold
see
Coast.
it.
Anyways,
All right, let's get into it, guys. The box office report. So
Chris having none of it.
I don't know when to move on, when to just let you guys riff. I don't know how to do this. Eternals,
No, it's fine.
it's been like 10 shows we've done now. All right. So Eternals won the box office this weekend as predicted. It did have on the lower end of its predictions 71 million. This is good enough to be the fourth highest opening this year. Behind I don't know what is behind Venom, I think.
Get out of town, really?
Venom, Black Widow, and I don't know what the third
Shang-Chi?
one was. No, Shang-Chi was less, I think. Anyways, I didn't do my research today. Sorry.
it made 10 times
so
more money last week than
it has a total worldwide gross of 170 million. Now for a full review, you guys can check out the Main Heroes World podcast. These guys do a deep dive into the movie and discuss what they thought of it. We won't get into, I guess, too much spoiler reviews here. So a movie with about 50% critic rating, which is the lowest Marvel movie ever, made this.
Apparently, it didn't matter.
Yeah, audience scores were pretty good, like around 80. Looking at these numbers and what we're projecting, is this a win for Marvel? Does this show that critics don't mean shit, yo? Like,
Okay, so let me just say,
Take this, Rotten Tomatoes.
Let me just say, Rotten Tomatoes is based on like that 50% thing that we were joking about last week. That means 50% of the critics enjoyed it and 50% didn't, right?
Yeah.
So
No.
call me the 50%.
No, I think it's an average of their.
No, it's an aggregate of
scores.
average of all their scores.
But you can't aggregate those scores when half the people do like 4 out of 10 and one person's like 7.5.
Apparently you can.
Like,
Yeah.
add it all up. No, there's no way they can do that.
I
No,
thought,
it means-
I thought
it
the
means
critic
some
score
people
was what Pat
torpedoed
said.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what
just-
happens is every critic score has like a little splot or like a tomato. I
Yeah,
just thought they
right.
added up the splots.
It's positive or
and the tomatoes
negative.
to
It's
see what's more.
yeah.
Yeah.
The aggregate is the audience score. That's what's. I think they have.
Don't worry,
But
Rob's gonna look it up in a second.
Anyways,
Whatever it is, I count myself on the 50% that enjoyed it. Carry on.
Yes, I too enjoyed it. Chris, your question was: is this what the hell was your question? Is this
it's
a
a
hit?
win for Marvel.
Is it a win
yeah.
for Marvel? So here's the thing: how do we want to view wins in a post or in a current pandemic state? Right? I think you have an obscure property that they took chances, they swung for the fences. I personally think that they did a great job. But if you look at Avengers Age of Ultron, even like I know the Rotten Tomatoes score obviously is not comparable to Eternals, but there's a lot of people who don't really like that because it was like Avengers like 2. It was setting up the next phase. It wasn't
Did you
really.
say it was Avengers 2.0 because it was Avengers 2.
No, like a 2.5. Like it was setting up other things. It wasn't its own story per se. Like it was setting up the future events. And this is what Eternals is doing. It's setting up phase 4 and 5 and further, right? So I personally think it's a win for Marvel. I don't think you can take it. I don't think you can take it as a loss. I think that they accomplished what they set out to do. Yeah, and I'm cool with it. It was not the typical Marvel formula, which we discussed in the podcast. So I think it's a win. I think they have to look at it as a win. Such an obscure property, for sure.
I just know the people that I watched it with, only 1 or 2 people said they didn't like it, and both those guys were idiots.
How dare you?
Defend yourself, Chris.
They were both idiots. Both people that I saw it with that thought it was like what I'm saying is the people that I saw it with, the 2 people that said they didn't like it, both of them are kind of dumb anyway, so it's okay. In case you didn't know, it was Chris.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, I wasn't busy laughing at every like lame joke really loudly in the middle of the theater, like some people were sitting in front. This movie was not funny. I thought it was incredibly boring. Anyway, I don't want to get into that whole thing. I guess the panel kind of reflects what people thought about it in terms of the audience score. Like I didn't like it, but these 3 liked it. So I don't know if that's 80%, about 80%. So I think that's a good representation of what people thought of it. John, would you be excited to see an Eternals 2?
Yeah, I think they without any spoilers or anything. I think a 2 is definitely something they were planning to set up. So hopefully, I think it should happen. Like anything that happens now is like almost irrelevant because of this pandemic. So I don't even know if box office and all that thing's going to factor in. But yeah, I'd watch another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
The only thing about the Eternals, I will say, as much as I liked it, I see some people in the chat, like Fraser's, like, I think there's going to be a Disney Plus watch, and some other people are saying that. I don't have, like Lewis saying it, I don't have a desire to go revisit this in the theaters. I'm happy. I saw it the once. I will wait for Disney Plus. I'm glad I saw it in the theaters, but I don't have that desire like I do with Dune or with No Time to Die or whatever, right? So that might be a failure because a lot of Disney movies rely on repeated box office visits. So,
yeah, and there's not much competition other than the streaming stuff that we'll get into in a minute in terms of theater stuff. So it's probably going to do pretty well in its second week, I think. And I would agree. Yeah, don't watch it in theaters, but
wait,
don't bother with that movie. Okay, guys, let's get. I guess that's kind of the main topic here. Not much more to say about that. Let's get into the next segment, which is Pictures with Pat.
They're crap. Mega crap.
Still love it.
Yeah, I gotta rub it until I can give a new one. Anyways, keep going.
So, what? Yeah, it's time for you to get a new one, though. We did that for a couple of weeks. So, what went on the internet for your eyeballs? So,
You can go back to the Nickelback one if you want.
No, thanks. So, in what everybody assumes is an attempt to get the David Ayer version of Suicide Squad properly done and like him cut properly, the movie cut properly. David Ayer has kind of tweeted all these concept versions of his Harley Quinn design. I know it's a little small because that's what it was on Twitter, but I have a zoomed in one. So this is potentially what Harley Quinn could have looked like in that original Suicide Squad movie. So the question then comes is, would you want to see Harley Quinn with this design in a, like, how would you feel if the original movie had this version of Harley Quinn and his imagining of the movie?
So Rob shook his head right at the beginning because he doesn't want to see this happen. Even though
I'm just tired of hearing about it.
The Snyder cut, but your guy Zack Snyder with the Snyder cut.
Damn it! It's not an apples to apples comparison. John.
No. But that opened the door to this type of thing happening. The fans demanded it, and it eventually cracked open this gate. Remember the first statement that they released when people were like, release the Snyder cut, and they were like, it doesn't exist. It didn't happen. And now we've got this stuff coming out of. I wonder if he actually got this from the vault or he quickly drew these up to help build hype. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this particular design.
Well, her left arm is defying the laws of fucking physics. Let me put it that way. I mean, the way
I'm sure it's a Photoshop of an image. I think we've seen this image of Margot Robbie before, and it looks like it's drawn on top or whatever. Who knows? But I think that one of the things that did work from that original movie is Harley Quinn.
It's tough to do, man. It must be some really short arms. Then we're like, yeah.
Okay, anyway, who's got a baseball bat handy to test this pose out? Go for it. But yeah, I think Harley Quinn was definitely the best thing about that original Suicide Squad.
We don't play sports.
I don't think you need to mess with that. You need to show us concept drawings of other stuff that sucked in the movie.
Who cares? Who
turn
cares?
Us around.
Who cares?
You would care, Rob.
No, no. Who cares?
Listen, he's clearly trying to drum up interest in this.
Well, but this is the problem I have with this: is that he himself has said, "I'm not talking about this anymore. I've said my piece." Right, that's what I'm saying though. But then he keeps doing this. He's like, "I'm not going to talk about it anymore." It's like our wives. They're like, "I'm not talking about this anymore." Do you know what really pissed me off? Like, I thought we weren't talking about it anymore. Well, I'm not done. It's like, oh my god, it's never ending.
Yeah,
like, come on,
steady release every week. This for the rest of the year. He's gonna have one extra thing about it.
Here's the problem: the only person that's really pushing this narrative of needing to see the Ayer cut is David Ayer. Like there is not a lot of people. There's no movement like there was with the Snyder cut because it's a different situation.
Yeah. All right.
I have a baseball bat upstairs in my room, but I don't want to go get it.
There was a bigger push for.
Do we believe this? Anybody believe this?
There was a bigger push for Richard Donner to release his version of Superman 2. And that took like 20 something years, and yet there was a bigger presence. Of
what year was Suicide Squad again? What year was Suicide Squad again? Let's wait. And see.
Either way, if this cut does happen, Rob's gonna watch it, so who cares? He's just complaining now.
Listen, I've never doubted that if they release a stupid thing, I would be like, sure, I'll watch. I'm not renting it, but I would watch it. But the problem, but I don't want to hear about it because I don't think it's ever happening. Like okay,
you just admitted you would watch it.
yeah, but what I'm saying, yes, of course. But if my daughter was like, "Hey, let's go hunting for unicorns," at a certain point, I'd be like, "Okay, let's just stop. Like, we're not finding unicorns. Like, enough, right?" Now, if all of a sudden I get a text on Twitter, it's like, "Holy shit, there's a unicorn traipsing through the leaves in Durham," and I see one, I'd be like, "Oh my god, I'm glad."
Traipsing, you're going with traipsing, okay?
Yeah.
Go on.
Well, what else do unicorns do? Frolic? I don't know. But all I'm saying is that if all of a sudden HBO Max releases it, and you're like, "Oh, of course," like I would say, "Okay, sure, I'll watch it," but I'm not pushing for this. My life is not going to. I don't care. I really don't care. If this never comes out, I won't feel robbed. I won't be like, man, you know what I wish on my dying bed? Like, I wish that Ayer cut came out. I won't give a shit, man. I'm done with David Ayer promoting his own. Do something else, man. Do something else. Where's your Bright 2? What are you doing with Bright? Why aren't you releasing images of Bright? What's going on?
End of Watch 2.
Make something else.
The later ender of Watch.
So done.
All right, so we're done talking about David Ayer.
Until it comes out.
I believe Rob just might drop that one. Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is if he posts something else next week, between now and next week, just ignore it.
We're going to report it on it for sure.
Yeah, you go ahead and report on it. I think it'd be great.
Speaking of reporting on things that nobody really wanted, first cast photo of How I Met Your Father cast. Let's do it, Rob. Rob. Watch your show with me. Chris, John Ho, Hilary Duff. No?
I never saw How I Met Your Mother, so I couldn't care less.
It's funny. My friend and I were just talking about How I Met Your Mother like last week, and then this dropped. Anyways, either way, cast photo. Hilary Duff. I don't know anybody else in the show except for Hilary Duff. I'm
one of them a Jonas brother. Doesn't that guy look like a Jonas brother?
I think you're generalizing there.
Yeah, I know.
What?
Let's talk about something people actually want to talk about.
All right, next.
Why not?
Who doesn't like giant robots? Let's look at the Gundam Netflix project. It's supposed to be live action, but I really don't know what they mean by live action, and they haven't really made it terribly clear. But this is supposed to be your first look at a Gundam from the live action Netflix series. I know we have
which Gundam is that? Is that a typical RX?
It's supposed to be, I think it's supposed to be an RX, but here's where I get called out by everybody in chat. So all these like giant robot nerds in chat, no offense or anything. Which one does it look like?
Is it an American studio taking this on, or is it a Japanese
it's Jordan
studio?
Voight who's directing it.
Okay.
Jordan Voight did Kong Skull Island.
And the screenplay or like the plot is supposedly written by BKV. Like Brian K. Vaughan.
Okay.
Supposedly.
Yeah, it looks cool. Great. Yeah. All right.
Rob could know less about this.
Yeah. We give you so much time to bitch about
this. Is this specific Rim 3? Is this specific Rim 3 is what Rob's asking?
Is it appropriate to say Gundam it looks good? Or no? All right.
Yeah.
To be fair, when I watched Ready Player One, the part I got most excited about was when a Gundam appeared. So in that movie,
yeah. So there's a need for it, Rob, just not for you.
No. But you know what? Like I think this is a live action movie, right? So I'll check it out. Listen, it can't be worse than any of the Shia LaBeouf Transformers movies. Unless Gundam decides
number one has got a special place in my heart. But anyways, yeah.
That's because you like watching Bumblebee take a piss on the lawn. But
great scene, Oscar worthy.
But yeah, no, I'd be down for this. I don't know the property as well. Like I have a generalized familiarity with it, but I wasn't a Gundam guy, so I don't.
There's a Gundam with a mustache, so maybe it's that Gundam. That'd be cool.
What is that?
What? Why?
I don't know. It's just funny. I think they call him Mustachio Gundam. He's got like a little.
That's not even true. All right, moving
handlebar
on.
mustache.
Let's talk about some video game news.
Let's do it.
Not that much, but Rob, did you play the Avengers game? I forgot to ask you.
No, I heard it was a giant steaming pile of shit and it keeps being discounted.
But they're still making stuff for it.
There's what?
They're still making new content for it.
Okay,
They're
so
releasing the Spider-Man update at the end of November in 2 weeks, and it's a PlayStation exclusive.
Right. So, which is obvious to the Sony. Let me ask you a question. Did you see the trailer that this came at that was announced with this?
Yes.
How horrible does compared to the Spider-Man games that we got from Square Enix in the last couple of years, how horrible did the animations look? Terrible. I thought they looked terrible. I was like, oh my God, this is what you guys are going with. This looks like it honestly looked like PS, and nothing against PS4. I have my PS4, but it looked like past generation cutscene graphics. Like it was just so bad.
Yeah, but like the point is they're still making content for this game. The thing is, this game actually had a pretty decent one-player mode, but it was mired in issues with like when they were trying to push it as a multiplayer game, right? Like imagine playing a multiplayer game, but then like nothing works and you have to pay for experience boosts with real cash. Like it's just not good.
Insomniac, yeah, not Square Enix. No, I agree. The only thing that shit the bed worse in recent video game memory would have been Cyberpunk 2077. Both that and this Avengers game have promised a boatload and delivered a steaming pile. So
overpromised, underdelivered. Yep,
that is correct. So I just figured I'd mention it. And what is that? Oh, that is actually true.
That's the mustache.
You actually went and got the mustache.
The mustache Gundam. He's dope. Anyways, sorry.
Anyways,
when is that game going to be free? Once that game becomes free on your PlayStation membership or whatever,
even then it's too much money.
It costs you time.
You cancel your membership right before that happens.
Because I have to take up space on my hard drive. Nope.
So more Spider-Man news.
Yeah.
This was posted to Tom Holland's Instagram, the official poster to No Way Home. You can see our Dr. Octopus's arms. I'm assuming this is like from Molina's Doc Ock. But in the background, you see Green Goblin just kind of floating there in the background. I don't know if you can see it, but I can't zoom it in because I didn't want to zoom in too much there. Yep. But there is a Green Goblin flying in the background. So
is that Sandman on the left, kind of?
Well, yeah. So there's a lot of speculation that the sand swirls behind him are from Sandman, and the lightning is Electro. And the only thing we're missing is that I can't see would be anything to do with the lizard. So
yeah. So he also posted, like Tom Holland also posted that this movie would blow your mind. So
yeah. Can I just say I have a problem with this poster, and I'll tell you what it is.
The movie says it's good. Whoa.
Yeah, I know, right? What's the odds? Here's the problem I have with this poster. If you actually took the screenshot that they had released where he meets Doc Ock and he jumps on top of the car at the very end when he's like, "Hello, Peter."
That sounds exactly like him.
Thank you. I don't know if you're being facetious, but I'll take it. It's the exact same. It's the same shot. They literally took the digital shot from that and put on this poster.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just lazy photoshopping to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it efficient use of resources?
Wow. Spoken like a business owner. All right, fine.
I actually don't have the pictures here because it's a spoiler, but I just wanted to mention, if you guys care about spoilers, there is some pictures on the internet that speaks to this Spider-Man movie that you can consider a spoiler. So if you guys don't mind being spoiled, you guys can Google it. That's all I'm saying. I was going to talk about it, but Rob reminded me that some people may not want to get spoiled.
Yeah. I will say, though, that the guy who posted it, he put his watermark from his website because he assumed it was fake. He's like, these things are probably fake. And then he took them down because people were apparently calling him. He was out to dinner saying, dude, that stuff is legit. He's like, no, it's not. They're Photoshopped. And then he got a call from Sony. And so he removed them. He detailed this in his show the next day. He removed them.
Who from Sony? Do they have a figurehead named just Sony? And
No,
like,
it's
this
the
is
official
Sony calling.
Rumor killer. Rumor killer.
It's Brett
Call
Sony,
people to
John.
kill rumors.
son of the founder, John Sony. Okay.
John Sony. Oh, I like John Sony. The story of John Sony. Oh no, Mr. Sony, your table's ready.
Yeah, so I guess those are actually real. I actually didn't know that, Rob. I just know that the last search of it showed that they were supposed to be rumors, and some people were like, there were some people that broke the image apart to see if it was tampered with, to see if it was photoshopped, because you can see it in the digital trace. But then they're saying that it might be real, despite the fact that some people who were rumored to be in the movie have said explicitly that they are not.
Sure. Yeah, so at any rate, I mean, you know what? If people really want to search, just go through the Twitter. I'm sure you'll find who it is. He's actually a Hamiltonian who's living in Los Angeles right now. Has his own little show, and so many people said supposedly, because he recounted this story on his show. You know, it's kind of like going into the Mona Lisa, leaving your business card. Like, why would you have put your own? If you didn't think it was real, you wouldn't have put your watermark on it. So he's like, I thought it was fake. I didn't know. I thought it was like cool, like shit to throw up there to get some likes, like clickbait shit. He had no idea.
Someone's gonna get fired.
The guy who's voted. But yeah, so I wanted to kind of close on that, but it's better to kind of keep it spoiler free. So because I thought it was fake, Rob.
Yeah, no, I know. But now, do you feel spoiled having seen that and knowing that it's legit?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Thanks,
this is the
guy who watermarked it.
Yeah, this is the problem, though, right? Is that, I mean, this movie is leaking like a sinking ship. Like, just release the trailer.
It's coming out in a month and a half.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's coming out in a month and a half, and there hasn't been that much like talk about it outside of slowly leaking this stuff out. Oh, plus these actual leaks, right? So.
Well, but we were talking about the toys back in March.
Yeah,
right?
We were talking about toys a long time ago of everything, right? So,
no, but about this movie was what I'm saying. We were talking about it back in March and May, you know, the gold suit and this and that. Like, so for whatever reason, Marvel's been very slow in releasing a lot of stuff on this, and that just fuels this type of shit from leaking.
But in fairness, though, not only am I a little more, do I feel a little disappointed I got spoiled, but I'm actually excited that that's actually happening, though.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, anyways, Chris,
carry on.
Pat. All right, right into the news bits. I believe Pat has a graphic up, so the next bit of news is delays. Lots of delays. Let's get into it. First one is Patty Jenkins' Rogue Squadron, which was originally set for production start in 2022, is now off the production schedule entirely. So no idea when that's coming out.
Smell you later.
Not Rise of the Beast though. Definitely not Rise of the Beast, right?
So, Rise of the Beast delayed. Originally set for June 24th, 2022.
Wait,
now
let me get my
June
bingo
9th,
card out.
2023. So
not Wakanda forever. We got
year.
Wakanda forever. Oh no!
Oh no!
Wakanda Forever already delayed because of we had a rights injury. Now there might be another hitch in the French.
Black Panther 2. Letitia Wright is wrong. All right.
Not Miss Marvel though. That's Pat's girl. Oh no!
Ms. Marvel delayed from winter 2021 to a later date in 2022. So Q4, I guess.
That's Star Trek 4.
So Matt Shakeman's Star Trek. Okay, guys, let me. Matt Shakeman's Star Trek project originally set for June 9th, 2023. Now December 23rd, 2023. So like we have very little details on that one. And the last one there, Andor. Got you excited about Andor? Nope, sorry. It is delayed to Q3 2022. Q4 2022. Okay, so one to talk about here is Black Panther. She's already Letitia Wright already injured on set in UK recovering. Apparently she is a known anti-vaxxer and obviously unvaccinated. It may be hindering her return to the US to complete filming.
Yeah, that's an interesting angle, eh?
Yeah.
So like as Chris said, she got injured, and so she's hanging out in London, where she's from, recovering. So this is a planned shutdown because of the injury. They're going to shut down over the holidays anyway. So he said, hey, you know what? Take all the extra time. We're going to come back in January. But the U.S., if you're a foreign-born citizen, like you know, an individual, you have to be double vaccinated to enter into the country. I think, especially for work permits, and she won't be allowed unless she gets double vaccinated. And apparently, she's been holding. You know how Tom Cruise holds court he has like a Scientology tent, apparently, you know, on his movie sets. And he
No,
talks
he
about
does.
Yeah, he does. No,
Stop.
he does.
Tom Cruise is a Scientology.
Talking Tom Cruise.
Yeah. So apparently, Letitia Wright. I mean, she doesn't have the ability to have a full tent, but I guess she's got she's doing something with, and she's kind of promoting this anti-vax stance. So it has made the individuals at Disney a little bit nervous about how things are going to progress, because they have to resume filming in January. And if she doesn't get her vaccinations, we don't know what's going to happen with that.
Yeah. So yeah, Rob outlined it good there. So we don't know. Maybe they'll replace her or move production to London. You think they would do that?
No,
or just
that's a pretty big deal, right?
green screen to the
that's
movie.
Supposed to be the big one. That's the one everybody was most looking forward to next year, generally, right? Of all the announced properties, right? The fact that Rogue Squadron is just completely indefinitely delayed is pretty interesting.
I think after Wonder Woman 84, people were probably wanting that to happen.
We're like, no surprise.
or wanting it to be scrapped entirely because of that. But yeah, that's how bad that movie was. Okay, thanks, Pat. So the next bit of news is a crap ton of Disney Plus stuff. So tomorrow, guys, I don't know if you know this, Disney Plus Day tomorrow marks the 2-year anniversary of the global streaming service. Yeah, you paid for this for 2 years now. Okay, and it will take place at 9 a.m. Eastern time. On Disney Plus exclusively. So this isn't on YouTube like Tudum or whatever that was.
Oh, interesting.
It's on Disney Plus exclusively. So head to Disney Plus at 9 a.m. if you're in the Eastern Standard Time.
If you're not a subscriber, you have to subscribe to watch then.
Well,
yeah, I'm sure everything will release in bits probably later on. But anyway, sorry, Rob, go ahead.
There is actually just to clarify, you will have access to it. However, there are subscriber only exclusives.
Okay, yeah.
Specific trailers that you are going to want to watch will be for subscribers.
All right, so some stuff that might be or that is included in this are some movies. So Shang-Chi is going to be released tomorrow for all to see. Home Sweet Home Alone also tomorrow.
That's the second movie you dropped.
Pat's
a big deal.
Enchanted, and then Jungle Cruise. I thought that was already released, but apparently Jungle Cruise is now free or something like that.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Enchanted 2?
No, Enchanted 1. Apparently it wasn't on there before.
1.
It's on now.
Oh, was
Enchanted 2,
what?
Electric Boogaloo.
Some TV shows. Olaf Presents. For John's kids.
Great.
The World According to Jeff Goldblum season 2, and something called The Simpsons in Pulseversary. I don't know what that is.
They do these 5-minute things that are like these little short.
Some doc series is Marvel Assembled: The Making of Shang-Chi. I know for one I'm going to watch that.
Ooh.
And Under the Helmet: The Legacy of Boba Fett are some. What else? Also, they are adding an expanded IMAX aspect ratio now for you non-Rob types.
Look at the smile on Rob's face.
It dropped today already, bro.
Okay, already top. So this is basically for 13 Marvel titles, including Shang-Chi and Black Panther. For you non-Rob types, this is basically 26% taller than your typical aspect ratio. So more movie to see.
Not taller.
So when you sit down and you're wearing socks, it's gonna blow your socks off, right, Rob?
Yes. Put the hamper in front of the TV because your socks are coming off.
Have you seen? I have my kids there with a basket catching them like basketball.
That only works if you have sound as well, though. You need the IMAX. Sound.
So DTS is teamed up. They are to provide that extra sound. Now, they released an image. I don't know if you guys got it of Iron Man because they've done this with the original Iron Man. You should see. It is significant. John and I joked on Monday about the ponytail.
So you're sitting on your couch watching Iron Man. Your son or wife or whoever walks past and does a double take and goes, "Hey, is there 26% more screen on this Iron Man movie? I'm sitting down to watch the rest of this because I want to see what am I missing."
Looking at?
No, my wife though never understood the difference between DVD and Blu-ray. She couldn't tell that there was actually like a visual difference. Sorry. So that's a bad example. No, she would not do that. But my son would my son would probably walk by and be like, "Why does it look bigger?" And I would have to explain. Well, son.
So some other
go on.
It's 26%. The black bars are wider and fill up more of the screen. This is an IMAX resolution.
Yeah.
Oh, Dad, that looks awesome. Is it on every movie? No, son. Only on 13 of them.
Is it on Black Widow? Can you watch
It
Black
is.
Widow in IMAX?
It is. And same with the Infinity War and Endgame. Like, though, I can't wait for this. I'm gonna watch Iron Man for sure. Like my first one.
So also included in this is Disney Plus will finally arrive in South Korea and Taiwan. And then later on, November 16th, I don't know why it's not on the same day, but Hong Kong will get Disney Plus. So
they gotta wait.
Yeah, they gotta wait.
You guys gotta wait.
Hong Kong.
Hey, now not because
sorry,
really quickly, because it's on the screen here. I wanted to bring it up. On right beside the Black Widow, it says "Dope Sick." That comes out tomorrow as well. This is I think a limited series. I think with Michael Keaton, and I've heard amazing things about it. It might already be airing in the U.S., so our friend Scott might already know. I think it's in Hulu in the U.S., so we're getting it up here in Canada on Disney Plus. But apparently, it's phenomenal, explaining the business behind narcotics with controlled substances like prescribed drugs and whatnot. So, just as a bit of a serious turn. I'm very excited to watch this movie or this series, Dope Sick. I heard it's phenomenal.
Okay.
I was gonna watch Jungle Cruise. I kind of need that.
Well, you still can.
Yeah. And then there's a picture of Free Guy there. I thought Free Guy was already free, but maybe not. It's probably free now.
It is free.
Yeah, it's on there.
Okay, so
no, maybe it was Amazon first.
No. It's Disney. Yeah? It's on there. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, maybe there's a
Ryan Reynolds looked
there. And then the last thing is there's probably going to be a bunch of new trailers. I don't know if any of you guys already heard today. The Obi-Wan trailer leaked somewhere was quickly taken down. So expect an Obi-Wan series trailer tomorrow.
Oh, here we go.
And some other, there you go. And some other trailers that may be dropping, perhaps Doctor Strange 2, Ms. Marvel, She-Hulk, or even maybe Moon Knight. Is there one that you guys are hoping to see? Trailer-wise, that is.
More Hawkeye.
Moon Knight. I want to see Moon Knight. 100% want to see Moon Knight.
I want to see more Hawkeye.
Yeah, I agree. I want to see what Moon Knight looks like. I mean, I'm somewhat intrigued by the She-Hulk because it's supposed to be like a comedy, like a half-hour law comedy. So I'm not really sure how that's gonna fly. Probably Moon. I don't know if we would see a Doctor Strange 2 though. Before the events of Spider-Man. I don't know. Yeah, I do want to see, the Ms. Marvel thing, but probably Moon Knight is my biggest.
Yeah, I think probably Doctor Strange 2 is probably a long shot, considering it's not even going to be on Disney Plus. It's going to be a movie in theaters. So just something that the article mentioned.
Yeah, anyway. That's a good call. Yeah, anything from Belay, given everything. Okay.
There was an article in the today, I think Mahershala Ali spoke about Blade.
Yeah. Wesley Snipes approved of him being Blade, apparently. Got the stamp of approval from Mr. Snipes.
I'm not going to say why he is suddenly in news articles, but it just suffice to say, maybe or maybe not, we have heard his golden raspy voice uttering a phrase or so.
Yeah. Check out the Heroes World podcast for that analysis.
51%.
All right, guys. Next bit of news is Netflix is now offering video games or mobile games. That is in this case. So Tuesday, Netflix launched this new mobile gaming platform. So if you open up your Netflix on your phone, you should be seeing 5 free games: Stranger Things 1984, Stranger Things 3: The Game, Shooting Hoops, Card Blast, and Teeter Up.
Wasn't there a game based on like the League of Legends world?
That I can't tell you. I just have the titles.
You can figure it out from the titles, possibly.
So, and then the second last bit I have here is a bunch of a couple of Henry Cavill bits. First one is that he would like to return as Superman, Man of Steel in the sequel. In an interview with I want that paycheck. In an interview with the Hollywood Reporter, he said this. quote him, "There's still a lot of storytelling for me to do as Superman, and I would absolutely love the opportunity." So there you go. And then also in some news that just dropped is Henry Cavill is set to star in the new Highlander reboot. Reboot.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Oh, this already filmed? Okay, all right, I don't know.
No, we didn't film it. No, we talked about it though, like a few months ago.
It's to begin filming in 2022, and he'll play the lead, Connor McLeod. Oh, so that's
have
news.
you
That's
read
not
that
news,
article? I gotta tell you, man, this guy is so endearing. If anybody gets a chance, you should Google this Hollywood Reporter article. He is just awesome.
Yeah,
just like the whole interview and how just down to earth and cool he is. Yeah, man.
Talk about Henry Cavill.
What's that? Yeah.
Talk about Henry. Yeah. And a lot of people in like our like sphere love him because like he's a guy that did like an interview and said I almost missed an audition because I was playing World of Warcraft.
Yeah. He also released a video of him building a gaming PC, which everyone loved.
Yeah. During the quarantine, he streamed himself building a gaming PC, and he knew what he was doing. So everybody was like,
he's posted pictures of him painting Warhammer stuff. So he's now a geek god as well.
He's the god of the nerds. He plays Superman. He plays Geralt. Right? He builds PCs. He plays World of Warcraft. He paints miniatures.
Pat, you saw the latest internet rumor or what the fans are hoping happens is that they want him, or he has said he is interested in playing Captain Britain. I don't know if that's a rumor or whatever.
Dude, that would be great. People would be like, "Who's Captain Britain?"
He is British.
Hey,
he is British. Yeah, that fits.
Hey, Pat, I just sent a photo to you. That our friend David Ayer has just had released.
Yeah. Is it more Suicide Squad news? Because I'm very excited.
Yes, let's sidetrack. Let's derail the whole show and just talk about more Suicide Squad, please.
We should promote the Ayer cut and make it happen, just so Rob has to eat his hat and watch it.
I feel like we got Morbius on the slate too. We talked about Morbius so much that it's now on the release.
John, you want me to send it? Wait, do you have it, Pat?
Looks like he's working on it.
I have it on my phone. You sent me one picture.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Am I gonna pull up his Twitter?
Are we gonna show this?
I can pull up his Twitter.
Are we derailing this whole thing for this?
Twitter? Did he tweet it?
Better be a good
what else has Chris got?
It's so bad. It's so bad.
To be fair, I have one more. I only have one more thing, so I don't know if you want to come back to this or
go. What's your
thing first? We'll come back to it.
All right. So the last bit of news is Vin Diesel is calling on Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to end their highly publicized feud and rejoin Fast and the Furious for its 10th movie. And how did he do this? He took to Instagram to put public pressure on him. So, Rob, can you read this in your Vin Diesel voice, please?
No, I'm not. No. My little brother.
Not Stallone. Vin Diesel.
Wait. Hang on. Ready?
Okay, here we go.
My little brother Dwayne, the time has come. The world awaits the finale of Fast 10. As you know, my children refer to you as Uncle Dwayne in my house. There's not a holiday that goes by that they don't send you well wishes. But the time has come. Legacy awaits. I told you years ago that I was going to fulfill my promise to Pablo.
Who the hell's Pablo? First of all,
what happened to Kermit's voice?
Pablo Picasso. He's talking about Pablo Picasso.
I swore that we would reach and manifest the best feast in the finale, and that is 10. I say this out of love, but you must show up. Do not leave the franchise idle, and you have a very important role to play. Hobbs can't be played by no other.
Kermit's ready to the
occasion. So is he going to replace Hobbs? Was he thinking of replacing Hobbs? Everyone, clap for Rob. Great job. Thank you for that.
I thought he was going to do a Vin Diesel impression. I didn't know he was going to do a Kermit. I didn't know
the impression was great. It looks, yeah. So Pat, you're a huge Rock fan. Is Rock gonna give in to this clear public pressure?
No way, man. No way. No way.
Yeah,
doing that.
I highly doubt he's holding his phone, shaking, going, "Oh man,
I can't believe it, Pablo. I can't believe he called me out on Instagram. I must call him. Yeah. I promise, Pablo."
Who's Pablo?
I have no idea. Oh,
he doesn't mean.
Maybe he means Paul.
Does he mean Paul Walker?
Maybe.
Oh, I feel kind of bad now.
I don't feel bad at all. It's stupid. a dummy.
To be fair, this is just makes sense business wise for him. I think he is a producer on the movie. Vin Diesel, yeah, he wants him back so he can make more money. He doesn't. It
makes sense for Vin Diesel. It does not make sense for The Rock.
Yeah. Well, that's why you take to Instagram to publicly kind of shame him in a way, but I don't think he's taking the bait.
Well, listen, I think what happened was, as a producer and Universal probably reaching out to the Rock's reps and being like, "Hey, we like to have him on here. Hey, keep, and Rock's like, no, I'm done. I've made my public statement. I don't want to." And then now Diesel's like, well, I'm going to put it on social media. I'm going to drum up support from the fan base to get him to do it. I'm going to get him to do it. And Rock's like, I'm out, man.
Yeah. Back up that Brinks truck's not going to work for the Rock. He's got enough money.
He doesn't need it.
Yeah. All right. So now it's time for everyone's favorite part of the show. More talk about Suicide Squad. What could you guys come up with in that 5 minutes?
Did you get it, Pat? I saw something on Twitter.
John, I sent it to you. I sent it to your Facebook Messenger.
It was taken off his Instagram.
Oh, it was taken off? I have the IGN link then.
Just put up something, guys. Come on. We're dying out here. Put something up.
We're fine. Am I putting this on the screen? All right, let me.
Yeah.
Do you have a Pat, or am I pulling it?
I'm lagging. Hello? Oh.
Is it this? Is this real?
Yeah.
What is it? A cheap cosplay?
Yeah.
I just got it up, but I was lagging out.
Now he's trolling you guys.
Yeah. Like, that looks like if Idris was a Joker. Look how pudgy he looks.
I guess the idea was that he would hand draw in his smile
eyebrows. Because he's got his eyebrows are written.
Okay, so we're taking this. Let's take this completely seriously. What is this, guys? You got to explain this to me. What is he trying to do here?
He honestly looks.
Insta.
He honestly looks like he did like a really bad batch of like crystal meth. His teeth
or black licorice.
Blue.
Okay, so that's enough about. I think that's enough about Suicide Squad. So let's get on to our weekend recommendations, just to give you guys a little pre-annual about what's coming out. Shang-Chi, I mentioned already, coming to Disney Plus in IMAX. If you guys want to watch that, Home Sweet Home Alone on D Plus. Rob really cares about that movie. I know.
I can't believe that's happening. I thought that was a joke.
Did you watch the trailer? It looks really bad.
I didn't. No.
Red Notice. This is the movie for Pat. Red Notice, starring The Rock and Ryan Reynolds and Gal Gadot on Netflix. This is the most expensive Netflix movie ever made at $200 million. So there you go for that.
Yowza.
Tick Tick Boom on Netflix. This is Lin-Manuel Miranda directed musical starring Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man himself. And then not coming out, didn't come out this week, but apparently there's a movie that's taking Netflix by storm called Arcane, which is a League of Legends animated movie.
I think it's a weekly series.
Yeah, it's a series.
It is noteworthy because it took season 3 and Squid Games out of the top 2. So it's thrown those.
Yes, and Haley Steinfeld is Vi.
Okay, there you go. Kate Bishop herself. And the last bit is a movie no one's going to go see in the theaters called Belfast. And that is directed by Kenneth Branagh. I don't even want to read the synopsis. But no one's going to see that, I don't think. What do you guys got for everything? What of this interests you for the weekend?
Today. Yeah. Oh, did you watch any of it yet, Pat?
At some point, I'm gonna watch Arcane.
Okay, yeah. I talked to Andre. He caught a couple of episodes and he actually liked it. So I'm interested to see, because Andre's got some high standards with the stuff that he watches. Today, correct me if I'm wrong, a Rocky IV director's cut came out of some kind. I think November 11th. I don't know if there's any way to watch it. If there is a way, then I'm definitely going to catch that. But you forgot to mention on the 14th, Mariah Carey's
oh God,
All You Want for Christmas Day comes out on Netflix, which is an animated feature of her trying to find the meaning of Christmas. But yeah,
that exists. That's not just fantasy in your mind, John. Fan fiction in your mind. No,
that's a real thing. I think it came back out in like 2007. I don't remember. I think I've only watched it once. or twice.
or every day since it's released. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Rob, what
I was gonna say it's almost December, so you're gonna like start hearing "All I Want for Christmas Is You" again.
Yeah, anytime you go to a retail store, you're gonna hear it. Does Heroes World play Christmas music, John?
I play Mariah Carey Christmas music. Hell yeah.
her Christmas album on repeat. Very nice.
Yeah.
No, I have a Spotify playlist of Christmas music.
There you go.
That's great.
my God.
That's great, John.
Rob, save us here. What are you gonna watch on the weekend? Please, Rob, save us.
Okay, so yeah, we're definitely gonna check out Red Notice because we are actually gonna be doing a review of Red Notice on the Heroes World podcast that will be dropping on Sunday as well. On the Heroes World Sidekick Show Monday, we're doing a review of The Harder They Fall, the Western that came out with Regina King, Idris Elba, and Jonathan Majors, who, by the way, is hosting SNL this weekend, so you want to check that out. So I'll be watching both of those this weekend. I don't know if I'll get to anything else like new from Disney Plus. I don't know if I'll do Jungle Cruise or not, but I might. I'm probably gonna watch one of those movies in IMAX. So
for a full rock weekend and just
Shang-Chi, yeah, Shang-Chi drops. If you didn't watch
Shang-Chi is
right?
So I'll but definitely those two Netflix movies. Oh, also on Amazon in Canada on Amazon Prime. There is a new documentary about Martin Shkreli. I don't remember if you guys know who that is.
Oh, he's that
Pharma Bro.
Crazy guy.
Yeah, Pharma Bro.
The guy that was caught like overpricing like all life-saving drugs.
Yeah, so the documentary is called Pharma Bro, and that is on Amazon Prime Canada. So I might even check that out as well. So.
Yeah, and something like he bought the original masters to like a Wu-Tang Clan album.
No,
like, this
it was a special album. It was a special album they recorded. They only made one.
This guy's like a weird story. So it definitely curious. I don't know if we should give him more fame though.
Well, he's in prison at this point. So.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, go nuts.
All right,
yeah,
thanks,
Chris,
guys.
what are you watching?
Oh, I'm just gonna rewatch Shang-Chi and probably that making of featurette. Sounds pretty cool.
Cool.
That's what I'll be doing. Anyways, I'd probably Red Notice to keep up with you guys, so I can talk about these movies with you guys.
Got your boy, The Rock.
And I'll rewatch every trailer from Disney Plus Day tomorrow.
Yeah.
5 hours, yeah. 5 hours of trailers on repeat, the same way Rob watches the Batman show.
The Batman trailer.
Yeah,
well,
that's true.
Well,
that's
we know there'll be an Obi-Wan trailer at least if you care about that.
I hope there's more Hawkeye news.
That comes out in like a week, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's gonna be out in like no time.
2 weeks. The first two episodes have been released for critics, which, by the way, we really got to get on that list. But
who do we talk to? Let us know who we talk to.
I have a hookup for Netflix potentially, but the first 2 episodes have been released for Hawkeye. Apparently, it's getting really good reviews, and Haley Stanfield is like knocks it out of the park. So we shall see.
Yeah, Pat's happy about that.
I am very happy about that.
Whoa, Pat! Looks like Pat needs some time. All right.
Okay, everybody, that's the show for today. Thank you for watching, chat. Thank you for being here. Please like and subscribe. Anything else anybody got to say?
No, you're going to cut
if
us off
anybody
anyways.
has a hook up to Mr. Sony, hook us up.
All right, guys. Take care. Peace.
See ya.
I don't know how to end this, guys. Sorry.